Can you see us and hear us?
I can hear you. Yep.
Can you see us?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna get some, I gotta do some technical stuff and then we'll get right back to you, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
Hello, hello, hey, welcome to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. How is everybody doing? James, I can't hear nothing. Why is that guy standing right there? What's up,
So I guess
Pumpkin?
it should just be 9, not two counts of armed burglary.
Only 2 guns were stolen.
All right, hey, what's up, Hillary? How's it going? What's up, Shannon? How's it
I'm not
going?
sure about the criminal
They
mischief.
remove me. I love this judge.
No bad. 150. All right, so count 1 and 2, there's probable cause for armed burglary. That's no bond.
Hey, what's up, my life's Peachy? This is my favorite
Counts
judge.
3 through 9, there's probable cause for
What up,
burglary
Murph?
to an unoccupied conveyance, $2,500 each count.
I love that one judge from Wisconsin. My favorite show is on What's Up, Tiffany?
So count 10 and 11, grand theft of a firearm, there's probable cause. That bond is $2,500 each count. Then, I don't know, what is that, 12?
What is it? Friday today? I didn't even realize it was
What
Friday
is it,
today.
12
Thank you,
through
Drea.
21? I'm not sure.
Boston in the house.
The criminal mischief on the left.
12 through 20 are the criminal mischief.
12 through 20. 12 through 20 criminal mischief is $150.
Yes, it's Friday. I like Kentucky better anyways.
That was 150,
Kentucky.
Your Honor.
What up,
Dollars
Jerome?
each count. There's no value.
What up, only in Ohio? James, I can't see nothing. The writing's all over their face. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Why you treat us like this,
And then-
James? Why?
Count 21 petty theft. I'm not sure what that is for.
Enjoy the vacation.
you want-
I wish I was
what's that
taking a vacation.
150?
Oh, unless you're
Uh,
talking to the
What
dude
do you
that's in
miss? I
jail.
don't see any value. I don't even see what they say was stolen other than the guns.
Several items were stolen. I don't know. 150 is fine.
Okay, count 21, then is $150. And you see your judge Monday. Have a good day.
Good day.
Sir, you're also ordered to stay away from the Paramount Miami World Center at 851 Northeast First Avenue in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there, sir. Okay, you understand?
Hey, what up? What up, Pocahontas? So the reason you're seeing 2 individuals on there because
Have a nice day.
one is going to be heard after the other one. So pretty much they're in a virtual queue, if you will.
I have
Hello,
somebody on Zoom.
Governor.
That's Mr. Dewberry. He's number 19 on the calendar on page 7.
Nah, I'm not.
She
Vacation.
said patient.
I wish I was on a vacation.
Hey, sir, you got arrested for fleeing and eluding a police officer, resisting an officer without violence and cruelty to animals.
Oh,
So I'm appointing the public defender's office
what up,
for
Becca?
you. Did you get it? Fleeing and eluding, resisting an officer, and animal cruelty.
Mr. Dewberry, please do not make any statements or comments about what happened while we're here in court today.
That's all bad right there.
Judge, I'd ask you to find no probable cause for count 3. There does not appear to be any intent.
He's fleeing from the police at a high rate of speed, almost causing a collision, running
What
stop
up, Cindy?
signs. The allegations are that he has 2 baby kittens inside of the vehicle.
2 baby
not in a
kittens?
cage. And because of the reckless way he was
The
driving,
monster.
his baby kittens could have been injured.
The baby kid, not the baby kittens. How the baby kittens are?
Defendant's,
they're so
from
pretty and
Fort
nice.
Myers, so he's not local. Also, I see some
He's an
fires,
animal. Animal! Electric
Lee
chair for this
County.
fella here.
and it looks like he was arrested last month in Lee County for DUI.
Also, he did have a cage. They weren't in a cage, and they said the kittens appeared to be lifeless.
Oh.
Oh, he not alive. 2 baby kittens. He's a man. Yeah. Poor little kittens. Who
I guess the kittens were okay.
Are they okay or did they pass away?
Maybe they were afraid.
Baby kittens. He's just the worst kind of human being.
All right,
Oh,
so I'll
man.
set a bond. Count one, fleeing and eluding a police officer is $2,500. Count two, resisting an officer without violence is $500. And count three, what do you want me to set? Look,
$1 million,
I think
Judge.
there's probable cause for
$1 fine, Judge.
cruelty.
500.
I'll set $500 for count three.
Good
Requesting a no
morning.
drive order.
Why? If he has a good license, he should be able to drive.
He was charged with DWLS and he was just arrested for DUI last month.
No driving unless you have a valid driver's license, sir. Have a nice day.
Not in Florida. In Florida, they don't play around. Hey, don't be
Let me call up the juveniles.
GTAing with no animals in the car, let alone little baby kittens. I love baby kittens. I don't
Listen,
like
I'll
animals,
we're the juveniles
but baby
law.
kittens,
Thank you.
that's the exception right there.
Calling up Henzo Florentino, page 15. Is this a
Man.
regional council case?
It's PCAC Jorge Del VR.
Christy.
Don't they want to come to court? They may not know.
Ms. Corey, can you, maybe one of the paralegals can call up these private attorneys? I don't know if that's too much.
Wait, who's this? No, whoever you got there, leave them there. Because I can't do these juveniles.
This guy doing, man?
Bro, you in court. Wake up. You in court.
All right, ma'am.
Who is this gentleman?
Let's go with this. Channel.
Rogelio Morales.
Rogelio Morales.
27.
Rogelio. Wake up,
Page
Rogelio.
4, add a turn for correction. Sir, you are arrested for attempted grand theft of a vehicle. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Is English okay, or do you need an interpreter?
Okay,
Is
no,
English fine?
because
Yes or
English
no?
is fine, yes.
Thank you.
So it's not an attempt.
So he's on probation. There is a hold for the open probation case F24-22214.
Nothing, a little flashlight
There's probable cause
treatment.
for grand theft auto. Your
Won't
bond is
fix up.
$2,500, and you will see your judge on Monday.
This
Have a nice day,
court
sir.
is messy. Hey, but back to those baby kittens. Hey, everybody loves baby kittens, especially the little furry ones.
Okay.
This is Dade County in Miami, Florida. I get that one on my clip. He's an animal. He's going down. He's going down.
Oh, also, sir, no, that's it. Which one was this? I have something for
25 a
Henzo
life a
Florentino.
kitten. I have 2 cats.
Where's the juvenile paper? What did I do with that? I don't know.
James, you're so mean, James.
here,
Why
I
do you
got this
do
here.
this to these
Is somebody going to reach out
individuals?
to George Villar?
I'm not doing anything. What are you
Now
talking
we
about?
have- Is this Demetrius Dorsey? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, man.
Arrested
What up,
for
M-Star?
Possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're also on probation. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for your
Yeah.
open case. Monday for
Maricopa
your
starts
open
in 45
probation
minutes.
case.
This love is much better than the one here we got kicked out of. I just got to let them know that I'm still here and I'm watching. Just got to let them know. You know what time it is. Hey, thank you. Hey,
There's
I am
probable
having a
cause. Your
good day.
bond is $7,500, and you'll see your judge on Monday. Have a good day.
I wish we could hear what he was saying, laughing out loud. It'd be like that sometimes.
Next is Gustavo Rivera.
Spanish, please.
What up,
Good
Marshall?
morning, sir. You are arrested for grand theft, a third-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Sí, no,
Muy bien,
Yayo.
buenos días, señor. Usted está aquí presente a responder ante cargos de hurto en mayor cuantía, delito mayor en tercer grado. Le asigno el abogado de oficio para que le represente.
There's no value for the items taken. Let's reset it in the afternoon. For
Right, Jerome?
Vamos a aplazarlo para la tarde porque aquí no están expresados los valores de los artículos que se llevaron.
now,
Waive his issue for pretrial.
how long has he lived in Miami?
I have that he entered the country December of 23.
What
Came
up,
in on a
Roddy?
bench warrant.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, for the interpret. Which portion should I interpret?
He came in December 2023, entered the country, and he has an open bench warrant. He doesn't go to court.
Muy bien, señor. Entonces, usted entró al país en diciembre de 2023. Tiene una orden de arresto pendiente por no haberse presentado a tribunales.
Sir, you were ordered to stay away from the Macy's store at 8888 Southwest 136th Street in Miami, Florida.
Muy bien, señor. Se le está ordenando que usted tiene que estar alejado de la tienda Macy's que está ubicada en el 88 de Suroeste 136 Avenida en Florida.
Who shops at
You're not allowed to
Macy's?
go to that store. You
That's
have to
what I
stay
want
out
to
of there.
know.
Do you understand?
Usted no se le permite regresar a esa tienda, señor. ¿Lo entiende?
Sí, lo entiendo.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, thank you. What do you want me to do, Ms. F?
I mean, I'm okay with pretrial. If not, if if the court's not comfortable with that, I can bring the officer in for a PCH.
Macy's online deals.
Muy bien, la fiscalía entonces sugiere que están de acuerdo, si su señoría está de acuerdo, a que salga con supervisión de un programa. De lo contrario, se puede presentar el oficial en la tarde para justificar motivo fundado.
I think you should bring the officer
Okay.
in and establish probable cause. I may give him pretrial anyway, but I think you should establish probable cause.
No worries, Judge.
Reset it in the afternoon.
Creo que deberíamos presentar al oficial para que se pueda establecer el motivo fundado, aunque de todas maneras en la tarde también se le otorgue la salida a través del programa, así que lo aplazamos para la tarde.
Your Honor, he can bond out.
Yes. Next is Amel
My future ex-wife.
Martine Diaz, page 10. Good morning.
Spanish.
So you were arrested for driving with a vehicle with an altered ID.
Muy bien, señor. Usted está aquí a responder por acusaciones de haber estado conduciendo un vehículo con una identificación modificada.
And he has a hold for immigration, Your Honor.
Hey, for Sears, David,
Y
you're gonna
además
have
tiene retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias sin forma correccional.
to go to Mexico for that one. For Sears.
What? Everybody wants to talk. Go ahead.
Wait, grand theft or the altered ID is fine, either way.
Thank you.
La fiscalía está de acuerdo ya sea con la acusación de la modificación de la identificación o de hurto en mayor cuantía.
There's probable cause for grand theft auto.
Muy bien, tenemos motivo fundado para hurto en mayor cuantía vehicular.
Your bond is $2,500.
Su fianza es de $2,500.
Hey, this
Next is Cornelius Watson. I'm doing the cases out of turn for corrections real quick.
hey, this translator here, this is a real translator right here. This isn't like what they have in Maricopa County. This is like the real
Okay.
deal. This is a certified
Good morning,
translator.
sir. You were
Get that
arrested
straight.
for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Certified, if you will. This translator is good. He looks serious. It's actually a woman.
There's probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $7,500.
But hey,
Have a nice day.
what do I know? James, we can't see her because of all the writings all over her face.
Next is Danny Mencia. His wife is here. Okay. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yeah.
So you were arrested for armed possession of a controlled substance. It's it's THC oil vapes, 2 electronic carts. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Pretrial's good.
Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500.
Good morning,
You can get out for free with
Alexandria.
pretrial.
Good morning, Amber. Yo.
Why?
Hey, so
Because
I'm
the
not.
weapon is mine, the one they found in the truck.
Ma'am, I didn't even get, it's probable cause for the charge. Talk to the lawyer. I didn't even raise his bond for it. I just set the bond for the drugs.
Okay.
He's getting out for free with the program. Are you going to post the bond? Or do you want to, can you get out for free with pretrial?
Right, yeah.
He's also
What
going to
up,
court with
Droopy?
5-3 next for some type of traffic
You're
matter, I
early.
think. Is that correct? Does he have a, oh, he don't have
Your
a
Honor.
traffic,
Yes, he's going to
Ah,
jail.
wow.
going to jail or I'm in courtroom 5-3
Yeah, I'm
next.
doing
if you want
pretty
to go
good.
up
I
there.
can't complain.
Wait, where?
Courtroom 5-3. He has another matter up there. Okay? Do you want to give them your phone number before you go?
Hey, thank you for that daily heart. Highly appreciate that. Florida's gardening laws
Next
are
case
so
is Charles
wild.
Knight. Mr. Knight here.
Knight? Like Suge Knight? Hey, so
Corrections, when you have a chance after these out of turns, can you bring in Obed Mato Cardosa? That way Miss Paso can take her hand down on
good
Zoom.
afternoon,
I know
James.
she's here.
Waving across the pond. That's right, Teresa. How's it going,
Knight's
Teresa?
on
Welcome back.
13, page
Thank you for that
13.
daily heart, Wendy. Highly appreciate that.
She's here, Judge.
Added charges.
I'm Mr. Knight. It's not Mr. Knight.
So this is Obed Montero Cardosa.
Who the hell is
Oh, you
Adrian
have
Patterson?
Corrections. I would promote the attorney.
What up, Gail? How you been? I haven't seen you on for a few days.
This is a correction.
It's good. Oh, we got traffic. Miss
Thank you
Costa,
for
Are
that.
you here for Miss Costa?
Tracy and Alexandria.
Are you here for Miss Costa? She's here. She both, all right, have Miss Costa. He's going to 5-3 next. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes.
Are you were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle?
Thank you for the daily.
Your
alert.
attorney is here. You want to announce?
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry, Marco's there.
He just walked in. You want to announce, Miss Costa? You're here all
Yeah,
morning.
Jessica Caso Pedraja. Your Honor, I know that he's charged with the grand theft. I sent over to Nessa paperwork showing that the car is not stolen, is owned by the family, by his wife specifically,
What
who
up?
couldn't be in court today because she's actually pregnant.
Tablet.
But she sent me over the paperwork. I would ask for him to have just the regular standard bond, and I can send all that paperwork over to the pretrial attorney so they could see that that charge is not an accurate charge on the grand theft.
It
I
says it's
think that the
stolen.
dealer, it may not be, so it may have been bought by the wife, but maybe the dealer subsequently reported it stolen based upon default.
There's
Well-
probably-
I don't know.
I'll set a bond. I'll make it $1,500. All
Thank
right.
you.
Nice day. Thank you. Next, we have Diego Velasquez,
Money
page
here.
16. Is he here? Didn't I
Mind
do
the
an
gap.
order to appear? Did you get it?
Mind the gap, if you will.
I did one yesterday. I don't know
What
if you
does
guys
that
got it.
mean? Mind the
Oh,
gap.
nice. I did all the invitations last night to come to court.
Is a running back who played for the Vikings.
morning, sir. Do you
All
speak
right, thank you.
English?
Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Amber.
All right, you got arrested for 2 cases. One of them is it's from October 9th of 2024, aggravated battery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and battery. And then you have another case, tampering with the victim
Tampering with a victim.
and battery by strangulation and petty theft.
This is between
So
the
I'm
platform and
I'm
the
going to
train in
appoint
the
the public
UK.
defender's
Thank you,
office for
Linda.
you. So yesterday that we found probable cause and everything. This are they going to be extra stay waivers? Yeah, they don't have to do it when they're resets. They gave me 2 new ones for today, so I guess I use the new ones.
Yeah, that was.
So
that.
you were ordered to stay away from Brittany O'Connor. Are you currently living with her by any chance?
Oh,
Okay. No contact with Brittany O'Connor, either directly, indirectly, in
Appreciate
person,
that.
in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media
Hey, what up,
or
big?
other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and follow receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
okay.
Okay, it's all, what do you want in terms of a bond? You okay if I look a little?
Good morning,
That's
James.
fine, Judge. Based on
What up,
that.
Hot Mess Express?
F-25.
Happy birthday to you.
8289, Count 1 will be $1,000. Count 2, $2,500. And count 3 will be $150.
He's done. Hey, Hot Mess, you showed up too late.
To
There-
do house arrest on these, Judge.
There was a
He was
monster.
apparently on house arrest, but it looks like these are from 2023 and 2024.
He was driving recklessly
House
with 2
arrest.
kittens in
Pretty
the car.
violent.
It's pretty old. House arrest with a GPS monitor, they're alternate bonds. Level 3 house arrests. You want to see have a curfew on the other ones or no?
I got a month before
What's
my
that?
birthday. That's right.
Okay, house arrest is fine with
Hey,
alternate bonds.
congratulations, wet man suit,
Huh?
on that clean time. Yeah, he
Okay,
was
can I
driving
reinstate his house arrest
like
and
a
whatever else
maniac
he was on?
with 2 kittens, not 1 but 2 kittens.
Reinstate his house arrest for his other case, which was level 1 house arrest. This one's level 3 though.
I'm gonna have
I
to
don't
clip
have
it
those
though.
case numbers here though.
He's a monster. Monster, I tell you.
35 F25 3540 reinstate house arrest.
Kittens, like cats, like meow, like
And then
meow.
on the other case, F25 8295.
In a cage, not in a
House
cage
arrest.
also. James, you just
House
didn't
arrest
do
with
that.
a GPS
Meow.
monitor, alternate bond count 1 will be $5,000. Count 2 will be $2,500, and count 3 will be $1,000. And it's
Your Honor,
level.
on the F-253540, was that alternate bond or was it just a bond plus house arrest?
Hey, thank you for that daily heart. Appreciate you guys.
House arrest, alternate no bond.
House arrest, alternate no bond.
So you're reinstating him too.
What up, Steven?
That case, thank you.
House arrest is over state's objection.
Ay, ay, ay. Hey, I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad they kicked us out of Iowa.
What do they call it? Regional council?
If they were not kicked us out of Iowa, we would have never seen that the
Thank you
kitten,
for calling.
the kittens in that reckless car. Thank you, Iowa. Thank you.
We have Mr. Knight here. He's number 41 on the calendar on page 14.
Thank you. Let's let me pass. Hi, Mr. Knight. Good morning. One second.
Good morning, ma'am.
There was a bit of confusion whether the kittens made it or not. The judge had said they had passed away, and we were outraged. But then I think she said that they
Hey,
were
Mr.
okay.
Knight, you were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. It's from March 20th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I'm going to order that you stay away from George Zalewski, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times, and stay away from the 7-Eleven at 735 Northwest 12th Avenue in Miami, Florida. Do you understand the stay away order? You can't hang out at that 7-Eleven when he's doing his deliveries. Or you can't hang out there. You gotta stay away from that 7-Eleven.
Not the
Yes, ma'am, I
7-Eleven.
All right, there's probable cause. What do you want me to do? As an open case? It's an added charge, so the bond is $5,000. Have a nice day, sir.
Google the 7-Eleven. Wow, the 7-Eleven though. He needs that Slurpee. Man, where is he gonna get it? Yeah, where is he gonna
Then
get
we
the
have
Slurpees at?
Joseph Forbes on page
What up, Dylan?
16.
Did you see Maricopa last night where the guy was about to? No, at 8 p.m. yesterday. Nah, I missed that one. I gotta go back and play it.
Your Honor, he refused court.
Who did you call?
Joseph Forbes. Refused. Let me review
These
real
are
quick.
added charges.
It was funny. Hey, I'm telling you, we're all gonna be all aboard on a one-way train to
don't think it was
HELL. You guys are just monsters.
It's
We're
2 in
all
the morning, I'm
monsters.
like
It was hilarious. Where we at today? Miami-Dade County.
Oh, he stole $10,000. That's a lot. So
Did he say I got a boo-boo, Judge? I gotta go? Man, I would have loved to be on that one. I would have been hitting the flush, if you will. It was so funny. He was so uncomfortable. I was Hey, what up, Maria?
find probable cause for everything. You said refusal?
Yes.
But it's
We can
added
waive
as
his
court
presence.
waived.
Yes, we can waive this.
He was arguing over
Appoint the
$50.
Public defender's office, waive presence.
Touch on
Wait a minute, I
Crohn's
gotta-
flush, if you will.
Count 1 is burglary to an unoccupied structure while wearing a mask.
Thank you for that daily heart. And if you're new here, hey, please hit that follow button. It's free 99. It's
Set that
free for
bond
you. It's
at
free for me.
$7,500.
Don't be a
Count
Scrooge
2,
McDuck.
grand theft. I'm setting that bond at $5,000. And count 3, criminal mischief,
Thank you for that follow, Vave.
$500.
Yeah, this is the
Appoint
judge.
Public defender's office and waiving presence. Thank you.
Thank you for that daily heart. Highly appreciate you guys. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty. Hit that follow button. It's
Is this
free
Mr. James
99.
Glenn? Good
Are you
morning.
out of your
Sir, you
mind?
were arrested for Failing to register as required by law and counts, I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause. Bond on counts 1 through 9 is $2,500 each count. Have a nice day, sir.
Drinking and driving with her kid. Oh man, what a monster! Put him together with the guy that was driving around with them kittens. Hey, what up, Sue?
Robert Boatwright.
He refused court, Your Honor.
Dade County. Yup. Born and raised.
1 second.
We can
Not
wait.
me,
a
though.
bit.
Will appoint the public defender's office and waive his presence. He's on probation. It's an added or no? No. Appoint the public.
He's in custody on and no bond.
Okay. So upon probable cause, bond is $2,500, appointing public defender's office, waiving presence.
I remember that judge was raised there myself. That's right, Bobby. Refuse court. Do they have? Yeah, you can. They can. I mean, if you could in LA County, you could just get lost in the tanks, just move around, or in the bullpen.
Then there's Sheldon Johnson, page 18.
NBC.
What state are you in now? This state right now, we're streaming Miami-Dade
He's at
County.
the jail. You want to waive his presence?
Yes, we can waive his presence.
Not you. No, you. I'm from California, born and raised in
Judgment
LA.
any
The
reduction.
213. Welcome to
The officer's
Miami.
heart.
Okay, so there's probable cause for battery on a law enforcement officer. The bond is $5,000.
Miami is tough, bro.
Henry Thornton.
Have you done?
He refused, Your Honor.
Nah, I haven't.
Alright,
I haven't
one
done. MN is Minnesota, right? Lots of crazies in Minnesota.
Who's he?
What? I used to live in Newport
And who's
Beach.
he? Regional? Fine, no problem. I didn't know who he is. And I'm supposed to know who he is. Yeah,
Newport Beach.
regional
That's too.
counsel.
That's too
Can
rich.
he raise his hand on? I got him.
That's too rich for my blood. You should check it out.
Tell him
Check
to
out
accept the
Ohio.
motion. He did. All right. So for Henry Thornton, did you want to waive his presence, Ms. Corey?
Are you able
Yes,
to do
Judge.
ATL? I don't know about.
You
I
said
don't know.
NBC Corrections?
Refused, Your Honor.
It's appointed public defender's office, waive presence bond is $7,500. I have, it's regional counsel, Mr. Saiz. Thank you for coming in, sir.
What up, MJ?
Yes, Your Honor. My apologies. I was trying to join the Zoom, but I got called into an emergency in front of Judge Nero.
We're very glad you're here. No,
Slow
one
down there,
second.
buddy.
Judge, I'm sorry, can we go back on Mr. Thornton? You said 7,500 for Mr. Thornton?
Diana, thank you
So
for the
much
follow.
going on here.
Thank you.
Eric's talking to
Thank you
me.
for that daily
Listen.
heart.
All right, for F258361.
Afternoon. What up, Jeanette?
For Henry Thornton, the bond is
I used to live in the
$2,500.
305.
I'm appointing the public defender's office and waiving his presence. Did you say he refused corrections?
Yes.
What, Fave? Damn, that's wild.
2,500.
James, I can't see the judge with all the writing all over her
Okay,
face.
now I have the attorney regional counsel here for juvenile cases. I in the meantime, I'm trying to call this lawyer up.
Toledo,
What do I do
Ohio?
with it? Huh?
Yes, it is, Jamie.
Which case? He doesn't know which cases are his. Let's call him and see.
I
First
do.
one,
This would be Mr. Perez.
This
Joseph
judge
Perez,
mean.
what page? Page 15. Okay.
What up, Laura in
Joseph
Michigan?
Perez on page 15. I'm trying to get the number for George Villar.
Yes, Judge. We have no argument as to PC. I know that these are non-bondable. We're just trying to see what courtroom they're getting sent to.
Mr. Saeed,
What
is
a
your client here yet? He's not in the courtroom. We don't talk about the case.
I'm just.
We don't talk about the case.
I understand, Your Honor. Just trying to.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
I
Shut
understand.
zit. She don't want to hear none of that. Let me see. She hasn't
Mr.
had her
you also
breakfast yet.
represent Mr. Moreno?
Mr.
So it looks
Moreno.
like our office filed a conflict, but it hasn't gone through. But I'll stand in at this time.
What up, Chacha?
Well, then we'll do that one
Shannon.
next. Can we go back to BGK, please? I can
He's
take a look at all
goofy.
this.
Gonna hold that fool in contempt of court. How's you, James? Hey, I can't complain. A little bit tired like always, but
Morning, this is
I'll rest
Mr.
when I
Joseph
rest.
Perez. Sir, do you speak English?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. You were direct filed from juvenile court to adult court. Are you 14 years old?
Damn.
Correct.
Damn, son.
You haven't, you were arrested, I guess, initially for a case from March 25th. It's 2 cases, armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon. Actually, that's from March 14th. And then you have another case from March 25th, attempted felony murder with a firearm.
Damn,
armed
son.
robbery with a firearm, 4 counts. Firearm or deadly weapon. 1 count of aggravated battery, and then 4 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm. So those are the initial charges. And then you were direct filed. We'll see if it's the same charges they decided to direct file, but in the meantime, your attorney is here. He's a lawyer who's representing you, and he's on Zoom. Mr. Saeed, can you please announce your name for the record? Counsel?
Alex Saeed for the Office of Regional Counsel on behalf of Mr. Joseph Perez.
Thank you. So, Mr. Saeed, what did you want to say about this case? Well, give me a moment to review.
We do not have a PC argument.
PCR.
State, are there A and B defendants?
for that
Or is he
daily.
the only one on this
So
case?
here's the deal, Mr. Saeed. There's multiple co-defendants, and currently I think they're in different divisions. I don't ultimately know where they're going to be. I would imagine they're all going to be together.
I can't miss it. It's right
Okay,
there.
He's charged separately. So I have an information that's charging him with 8 counts. 1 count of attempted first-degree murder, robbery with a firearm, 1, 2, 3, 4, firearm,
14.
deadly weapon, then aggravated battery, 3 counts. So that's what's going on. So I need to set a bond on those counts. State, did you file a motion for pretrial detention?
Yes.
Just give me 1 second. I want to take a look at what it's about.
A good thing we're not part of the jury or the judge right here, man. This poor kid, he'll be done for, if you will. To Jake and the little turtle. He should be in school old enough to put a pew pew. He's going to be an adult. Let me see. I work with trouble kids most of the time. They will say, and they need somebody to listen to. This comes from not involved parents who don't care what their kids are doing. Y'all think he's one of ours, Alex. He's one of ours. What do you mean one of ours, James? You're not even one of us. You might be right. You might be right. This chat is so opposite. You guilty until proven innocent. You're guilty till proven guilty. What are you talking about? No, there's no innocent here. Pobre.
So there is probable cause for the charges. So I'll set
Hey,
a bond
morning.
as follows. I believe it's going to be no bond.
This
but
is sad.
let's
You
see.
know, his
This is
home
the
life
one
is bad.
ending in
Yeah.
8278. Sir, I'm going to order that you stay away.
Especially if he
from
deals with
victims.
kids.
Iverson Asensio, Arthur Rodriguez, Sebastian
Yeah, they did.
Alvarez, Garay Reynal Franco. And no contact with any of those victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from their home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay away order for those victims, sir?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing as to count 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So 1 through 4, it's no bond, each count. Count 5, 6, and 7, the aggravated battery
Zero violence
charges.
against kittens.
The first-degree felony is stated. Is that because it's serious bodily injury? You also want no bond, or do you want a bond?
It's a first-degree felony requesting no bond.
So I'm going to hold you no
Hablas
bonds as
mucho
well on counts
inglés.
5
Sí,
through
indeed.
7, the aggravated battery counts. And then count 8 is an armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon. That's also no bond. So for this case, you're going to see a judge Monday, I believe. It's I'm not sure. I believe it's Judge Hirsch.
You know what? Some of them say, Bev,
She'll see a judge Monday.
they don't know
On
any
this
better.
case, we have
They
one
think
more case though. 1 second.
they think that the things they experience in their
There's
house are
another
normal,
case.
and it's not until they get out of
Looks like
those
I'm right.
out of those living conditions that they realize that
Sir,
that they were living a
I have
nightmare.
paperwork today. The other case is F258276, the armed robbery charge. It's from March 14th. This was on Miami Beach. So the victim was robbed of a scooter by gunpoint by a group of 4 male juveniles.
Hey, so just to give you a heads up, I'm gonna be getting off in the next few minutes. But if you guys do want to continue watching, I'm gonna go ahead and set it up for Maricopa. This will probably be my last last appearance.
In this case, you were ordered to stay
for
away
today.
from the victim, who is Christopher Hungaria. No contact with that victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and stay at least 500 feet away from that victim in home, school, and place of employment. So
But-
there's also no bond on this case for armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon. I'm
No
granting
parole
the
hearings
state's
today.
motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing, and you will see a judge on Monday.
But I
in this
will be
case as
streaming
well.
Maricopa and
All right, do you
Pima.
understand what's going on? Do you want to say anything else to him, Mr. Saiz? About like invoking his right?
We can watch
so-
out here. If you want to continue watching,
Yes.
jump on over to
I'm
my.
invoking his right to counsel and his right to remain silent. Mr. Perez, I'm going to be seeing you in court on Monday.
All right.
If you want to continue
Thank you.
watching, jump on over to my YT page. I'm gonna keep the streams up. I'm gonna have 2 streams. I'm gonna have Maricopa County, and I'm also gonna be having Dade County. I'm gonna keep them up for you guys, and I always do that every day, if you will. Damn, James, I know where you're going to court now. I got it. I'm gonna go directly to the source. I'm gonna cut you out. I'm gonna cut you out, James. I'm gonna go directly to the source. Are you? Hey, what's up, Brent? How's it going? Highly appreciate you guys. But yeah. So for those of you, YT as in, you know, this little logo right here, the red icon with the white triangle, at CollectCallFrom, if you will. I'm gonna have 2 streams going right now, possibly 3 at 9. I'm gonna have Dade County. I'm gonna have Arizona, Maricopa, and Pima, if you will. If you want to continue watching, brush the mustache. Hold up. I haven't done it in a few days. Hold up. Get a real what? Get a real life, get a real job, get a real life. The possibilities are endless. You see, YT continue streaming at CollectCallFrom. Thank you, Ryan. Highly appreciate that. We missed your commentary, James. Man, I know, me too. But you know, it be like that. No mistake, laughing out loud. Let me see, if you will. We appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys, okay? I'll probably be on tonight for the last court, which would be at 11 p.m. my time, so it's quite a few hours away, if you will. Get Ola. Talk to you soon. Hey, I appreciate you. Can you help myself with friends on TT? Oh, yeah, hey. Let me see. Wetsuit Man needs some followers. If you guys go ahead and give him some follows. Highly appreciate you guys if you do. Later, James. Hey. All right, I gotta go before my wife starts yelling. Mind the gap. Anyhow, hey, I am Collect Call James. You are watching. You have a Collect Call From, and like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it slices out. And with that, we are about to get into Maricopa County. They set up the stream. Let me put it up on the screen for you guys here. James, we can't see nothing. All I see is a red screen, if you will. Let me see here. Today's hearings. Bam. There we go. We got that up on the screen. Let me take this down here like so. All right. And let me change the name of the stream here. I'll fix it up later. Maricopa. There we go. All right, guys. And with that, I'm out. I'll see you guys. I'll see you in the chat. All right. I'll see you tonight, I hope. Yeah.
All right.
Folks, you can have a seat. All right, Mr. Hernandez, are you able to hear me okay?
Yes, good morning.
All right, good morning. I'm going to go ahead and go through our initial advisements, and then we'll go ahead and call in the two interpreter matters I have marked here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good morning. I'm Commissioner Procco. This is the 8 a.m. initial appearance calendar for April 25, 2025.
Buenos días, soy comisionada Proctor. Esta es la lista de casos para vistas incoativas de las 8 de la mañana, hoy 25 de abril 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA that was given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
La orden emitida en la primera lista del mes para la toma de huellas digitales y muestras de ADN aplicará a esta lista también.
When you hear your name, please step up to the podium that's in the center of the courtroom.
Cuando escuchen su nombre, pasen a la sala y párense detrás del podio que está en medio de la sala.
At the end of your hearing today, you will be provided with some paperwork which will cover everything we go over. That'll include your next court dates as well as all of your release conditions.
Al final de su comparecencia se le entregará una hoja de papel. En ella irá un resumen de todo lo que hablemos aquí, incluyendo la fecha de su siguiente comparecencia y las condiciones cautelares que se han fijado en su caso.
Please keep in mind you have the right to remain silent. Everything you say in the courtroom is being recorded, both audio and video, and could be used in a future court proceeding.
Por favor, tengan presente que tienen derecho de no hablar. Todo lo que digan en esta audiencia será grabado por audio y video y podría usarse en su contra en diligencias futuras en este caso.
We're going to begin today with Domingo Tuhal. Rakinek, if you can step in the courtroom.
Empezaremos hoy con Domingo Tujal Racanek. Pase a la sala.
All right, sir, if you could state your full name and your date of birth.
Señor, diga su nombre completo y fecha de nacimiento.
Domingo Tujal, 4 de febrero de 1994.
Domingo Tujal, February 4th, 1994.
And Mr. Hernandez, I skipped over your appearance, if you could go and do that too.
Martín Hernandez, court interpreter.
All right, sir, you are here for a warrant that was issued for failure to appear at your status conference for your matter pending in Superior Court.
Señor, usted comparece el día de hoy por una orden de aprehensión librada por usted, por no comparecer en la consulta de actualización que se programó en su caso ante el Tribunal Superior.
You now have a status conference set May 1st and a preliminary hearing May 5th, both at 8:30 a.m.
Ahora tiene una consulta de actualización programada otra vez, el día 1 de mayo a las 8:30, y tiene una audiencia preliminar programada para el 5 de mayo, también a las 8:30.
I do show that you are in federal custody and were brought over here on a writ of habeas corpus ad prosequendum.
Veo que usted está preso con las autoridades federales y fue transportado acá por un escrito de habeas corpus ad consequendum.
As a result, you are required to be held without bond at this time, so you're not eligible for release. You'll be held in custody while this case is taken care of in Superior Court.
Por esta razón, usted no califica para fianza. Usted permanecerá preso mientras se resuelve este caso ante el Tribunal Superior.
Do you have any questions regarding that?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta acerca de eso?
Sí, porque no puedo presentar porque estoy detenido allá en la migración.
Yes, I couldn't show up because I was detained over there with immigration.
I understand that. The reason you're being held in custody is because you are still in federal custody. You've just been brought over here to take care of this matter. You are required under law to be held without bond at this time.
Yo entiendo, pero la razón que usted está preso sin fianza es porque sigue en custodia de los federales. Usted está aquí para resolver esta cuestión. Por eso es que usted está preso sin derecho a fianza.
Your failure to appear is not considered a willful failure to appear, but it doesn't change anything that's going to happen here today.
Su falta de comparecer no se toma en cuenta en su caso como una falta de comparecer por su propia voluntad, pero igual eso no cambiará lo que haremos aquí el día de hoy.
Do you have any additional questions at this time?
¿Alguna pregunta adicional en este momento?
No.
No.
All right, sir, if you want to go ahead and step over, that information will be contained in that paperwork as well. Thank you.
Muy bien, señor. Toda esa información va en esa hoja. Pase allá a su asiento. Gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Jorge Dominguez. Sir, if you could step in the courtroom.
Jorge Domínguez, pase a la sala.
Sir, please state your full name and date of birth.
Jorge
Por favor,
Domínguez.
diga su nombre completo y fecha de nacimiento.
Jorge Domínguez, diciembre del 2, 1999. 1999.
Jorge Domínguez, December 2nd, 1999.
All right, sir, you are here for a fugitive of justice warrant that was issued out of the state of New Mexico for a probation violation warrant.
Señor, usted está aquí el día de hoy por ser prófugo de la justicia del estado de Nuevo México por motivo de una orden de aprehensión por incumplimiento de su régimen probatorio.
I'm going to be setting a fugitive from justice hearing for you that's going to take place on May 5th at 1:30 at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Programaré una audiencia en la lista de prófugos de la justicia para el día 5 de mayo a la 1:30. Será en el Tribunal Superior en el centro de la ciudad.
At that time, you will be given the option of whether you want to waive extradition and return to the state of New Mexico, or whether you want to continue to contest extradition here in Maricopa County.
En esa ocasión se le dará la oportunidad de renunciar al proceso de extradición y regresar a Nuevo México, o podría optar por seguir en el condado Maricopa para refutar las pretensiones hechas en su contra.
I do need to set that hearing here today since we are using an interpreter. Unfortunately, it does have to be over the phone since you're currently at the initial appearance court.
Tendré que programar esa comparecencia el día de hoy y desafortunadamente, como tengo un intérprete, se tiene que hacer por teléfono porque está entre los detenidos para sus vistas incoatorias.
Because it is a probation violation warrant issued out of New Mexico, you are required at this time to be held without bond. No matter whether you waive or not, you do have to be held non-bondable in this case.
Como usted está detenido por una orden de aprehensión por no cumplir su régimen probatorio en el estado de Nuevo México, la ley requiere que usted esté preso sin derecho a fianza.
Do you have any questions regarding that information?
¿Tiene preguntas respecto a eso?
No.
All right. Sir, if you
No.
want to go ahead and have a seat, we'll go ahead and get that out to you. I did sign it again. I made a mistake on that. And Mr. Hernandez, I show that was everybody who did need a court interpreter, but could you just double check for us, make sure there's no one here who does require that assistance?
Yes, ma'am. Buenos días a todos. Soy el intérprete de la comisionada. Ella desea saber si hay alguien más en la sala que ocupa intérprete de español. Si es así, levante la mano, por favor, ahora.
No hands. All right. Thank you so much for your help today.
You're welcome.
All right. So we are now to Carla Arminta Beltran. You want to step in the courtroom, and then we've got Jesus Casas Delgado up after that. Hi, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Carla Armenta Beltran, 10/02/03.
All right, hold on one second. I'm going to turn this off because I can't hear. All right, let's go ahead and say that again. Go ahead and give me your full name and date of birth.
Carla Armenta Beltran, 10 2003.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So you are here for a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The charge is 1 count of criminal trespass. That's a Class 6 felony. And in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. Your court dates you have at this time are a status conference May 1 at 8:30 a.m., evidentiary hearing May 2 at 1:30 p.m., with that preliminary hearing May 5th at 8:30 a.m. Those will all be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Unfortunately, I do show that you were just through here about a week ago on another felony matter, so you are currently on felony release in CR 2025-107822. Because you were on felony release in that other matter at the time this new offense allegedly occurred and probable cause was found here, you are required at this time to be held without bond. That means you're not eligible for release here today. So that's why we set that evidentiary hearing for you. That's on May 2nd. That's the court date that we're required to set here today in order to allow the court to review that release term. In other words, your non-bondable status. Do you have any questions regarding that? All right, ma'am, we'll get you some paperwork that'll have that information in it as well, but you can go ahead and have a seat at this time. Thank you. All right, so we've got Jesus, Casas Delgado, and then after that, Drew Wesley. All right, so your full name and date of birth.
Jesus Orlando Casas, 01/11/2006.
All right, you are here for two separate cases. So I'm going to start with the new charge that just came in. This will be a new case in Superior Court. The charge submitted is 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. That has an offense date of December 25th of 2024. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference set on May 1st with a preliminary hearing May 5th, both at 8:30 a.m. Those are going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Based on the nature of the offense that you're here for, the facts surrounding that case, as well as the fact that you are currently on probation for the same charge and have another prior involving weapons as a juvenile, you do have a bond in this matter. That's a $50,000 secured appearance bond. In this matter, if you do post bond on our release, you are also going to be ordered still not to possess any weapons, which is already the case for you, and you do need to contact probation within 72 hours. That's not your primary hold, though. Your primary hold is going to be your probation matter, which is also on the calendar today. That's here for a Term 1 violation. So in that matter, the public defender has been appointed as well. Your date there is a revocation arraignment hearing May 1st at 8:30, and in that matter, you are being held without bond at this time. So that's pursuant to Rule 7.2 and 27.7 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure. And we'll get you some paperwork on both individual matters that'll have those court dates in it. So you have that information, but do you have any questions regarding either matter that I've just gone through?
No.
All right, thank you, sir. You can go ahead and step over and have a seat. And we've got Drew Wesley and then Tyler Adams after that. Hi, Mr. Wesley. Go and state your full name and date of birth.
Good morning. My name is Drew Ramon Wesley. My birthday, August 29th, 1995.
Thank you, sir. So you're here for a probation violation warrant. That's for a petition to revoke that was filed, looks like a while ago now, alleging a violation of terms 1, 6, 7, and 8. So in this matter, the public defender has been appointed. You have a revocation arraignment hearing May 1st at 8:30, and I'm going to affirm the bond that was on your warrant. So you are going to be bondable at this point, okay? So you have a $5,000 secured appearance bond in this matter with the additional orders that if you do end up posting bond in our release, you're still on probation here in Arizona. You do still have all the same terms. You do need to contact probation within 72 hours. There will be a phone number provided in your paperwork to do so.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You know, I was on bond for this case already, and they haven't never gave me a probation officer. Like, you know how when you go on bond and then you really supposed to go to probation court to like do the reinstatement and stuff like that?
That's your next stop. Yeah, that's the hearing that I just gave you is going to be with the probation court. Yeah, right here I'm just seeing you on the warrant itself, that initial appearance. But your next, that's where you're going next is to probation.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so we've got Tyler Adams and then Scott Allison is going to be up next. All right, so your full name and date of birth.
Tyler Adams, 72378.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case. This is going to be out of the Goodyear Municipal Court. The charge that has been submitted here today is 1 count of assault and 1 count of disorderly conduct. Those are both Class 1 misdemeanors. Based on the information submitted, I don't show that you qualify for court-appointed counsel, but you do have the right to retain an attorney on your own behalf to represent you in this matter. If you believe that's incorrect and you should qualify for court-appointed counsel, you can let the judge out at the Goodyear Municipal Court know so that they can take a second look at this for you to see if you do in fact qualify. They're the ones that actually appoint counsel, okay? So in this matter, an arraignment hearing is set on April 30 at 8:30 a.m. That would be at the Goodyear Municipal Court. You'll get the address in your paperwork. I do recognize I don't think you had any other criminal history listed in the information that the court was provided. However, given the nature of the offense, this is considered domestic violence offense in nature, you do have a bond in this matter. That's a $3,500 secured appearance bond. That is a secured bond. You are able to work with a bail bonding company in order to post that amount. And if you do post bond and you are released from custody, given the nature of the offense, you do have some additional orders here that you are not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness involved in this. That does mean if you were previously residing there with the victim, that does mean you would need to find an alternate residence at this time, at least until further court order. If you need to return there in person because you have personal items there that you do need to collect, you can only do that in person using a civil standby. That's by contacting local law enforcement and scheduling it through them. And I do just want to warn you, and this will be in your paperwork as well, that a violation of a no victim contact order and a criminal release order could constitute aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. Do you have any questions regarding this information?
Nope.
All right, that will all be in your paperwork as well if you want to go ahead and have a seat at this time. Thank you, sir. All right, so we have Scott Allison and then Christopher Reyes up next. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Scott Michael Allison, 9/25/1978.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. There are 5 counts of organized retail theft here. Those are all Class 4 felonies. The dates of offense in this matter range between February 7 of 2025 and April 11th of 2025. So there's 5 different individual dates of offense. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You do have a status conference set May 1st with a preliminary hearing May 5th, both at 8:30. Those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Based on a review of your prior history, which you do have quite a bit in there, as well as being a multi-state offender, and more importantly, the fact that you're now here on 5 different dates of offense in this matter, you do have a bond. That's a $2,500 secured appearance bond. Your release order is going to include the additional terms that you are not to return to the scene of any of the offenses. You are not to have any contact with any complainant or witness involved in this matter. Do you have any questions regarding this information?
No.
All right, sir. Looks like your paperwork is ready to go. If you want to go ahead and have a seat at this time, thank you. All right, Mr. Reyes, and then Joseph Rascon will be up after that. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Christopher Michael Reyes, 04/05/1987.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. That's going to be for a petition to revoke that was filed last month, alleging a violation of terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation term. So the public defender has been appointed. You've got a revocation arraignment hearing set on May 1st at 8:30. And in this matter, you do have a bond. The bond in the warrant's been affirmed. That's a $2,500 secured appearance bond. So in this matter, if you do postpone and are released from custody, you're still on supervised probation. You do still need to abide by the terms that you were provided. And that does include contacting probation within 72 hours. Do you have a question?
Yeah, what if there was an error? I was in the hospital and I was on with the judge Morales, Commissioner Morales. So they made a mistake while I was in there. This warrant's been inside there the whole time while I was at court with them, and Scott.
I will let you know, those notes are actually in your probation notes, okay?
Yeah, so
I'm aware of the fact that you were almost, I think you might have even been looking at being petitioned.
They didn't even give me my.
It's not going to change the outcome today, though.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying that they made an error on something where I got all my shots, I got all my medication for my SMI, so somewhere there was a lack of communication somewhere in the middle, so.
That's not something I can address here today. That's something you can certainly speak with your attorney
Okay, so
about. But I will let you know that the issues with your providers and stuff, they were documented in your probation notes. So there wasn't aware. Whether or not those are correct, I can't weigh into.
No, I
It's
understand.
not something we do here.
All right, I understand.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we have Joseph Rascon, and then Kayla Stevens will be up next. All right, show your full name and date of birth.
Joseph Angel Rascon,
January 17, 1997.
All right, thank you, sir. You've got 3 separate cases here today out of 3 different courts. So I'm going to start with your Superior Court case. This is here because a warrant was issued for a failure to appear in that matter. So you now have a status conference May 1st with a preliminary hearing May 5th, both at 8:30. Those are going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
So in this matter, the bond in your warrant's been affirmed. This one is a $500 secured appearance bond. Your next case I have here is your matter that is out of the San Marcos Justice Court.
And that's a $250 payment?
That is a $250 bond that's in that matter. Your hearing there is at arraignment hearing April 30 at 10 a.m. Because I am setting the bond that was in that warrant, you do have a attorney appointed to represent you in that case. That's required by Rule 6.1 for the bond issue. So your next case we have here, this one's the one out of the Kyrene Justice Court. So in that matter, the arraignment hearing will be on April 30 at 8:30. That's at the Kyrene Justice Court. That case has a $100 secured appearance bond. Same thing with the attorney. I did appoint the public defender for the bond issue as required by Rule 6.1. All right, so you're going to get 3 sets of paperwork that'll have all that information.
So am I not getting released today?
You have $850 total for your bonds in all 3 matters. So that's the amount you would have to post to be released in these cases.
So I'm getting placed in the county jail.
So if you're unable to post the bonds, you would remain in the custody of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office and be transported to attend those court dates that I provided you.
And then what about, so those days are like on the 30th, and today's like the 24th, right, April?
Today's the 25th of April.
So like in 5 days I'll have court and then come back and then they'll tell me what.
So in 5 days you've got court for the justice court cases, and it looks like you have an extra day then for your Superior Court case.
And so is it not going to be like time served? Because
that's an issue to speak with your attorney about.
Yeah, because supposedly the girl, she socked me in my face, and then what happened is I threw her on the floor or whatever, and then they charged me for misdemeanor assault. And then the second one was just for
the cases that you have here today are not things that get litigated here. I'm only treating you on the warrant.
For like some type of random stuff, like the $200 thing, you know what I mean? But
again,
like,
those are issues to discuss with those courts.
All right, so then I'm not leaving. Okay.
Okay. All right, so we have Kayla Stevens, and then Dylan Wilson is going to be up next. Hi, ma'am. Your full name and date of birth?
Kayla Lynn Stevens, 7/27/2000.
All right, thank you. So you're here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. That's for a petition to revoke filed, looks like about a year ago, alleging a violation of terms 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation term. So the public defender's been appointed. You've got a revocation arraignment hearing May 1st at 8:30. That's going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. So in this matter, the bond in your warrant's been affirmed. That's a $750 secured appearance bond. So if you do post bond and you are released from custody, you're still on supervised probation. In fact, you're on IPS for that level of supervision. So you do need to contact probation within 24 hours rather than the standard 72. Do you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you want to go ahead and step over, you can have a seat at this time.
Thank you.
We've got Dylan Wilson and then Marco Gonzalez up next. Hi, Mr. Wilson. Go and state your full name and date of birth.
Dylan Aaron Wilson, 8/19/02.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a bench warrant issued for a failure to appear in your Superior Court case. So in this matter, your new court dates now are going to be a status conference May 1 with the preliminary hearing May 5th, both at 8:30. Those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant has been affirmed. You do have a $500 secured appearance bond. Otherwise, the rest of your release conditions do remain the same in your case.
So
do you have any questions?
Does that mean I'll be released?
You've got a $500 bond that would have to be posted. If you're able to post a bond, then you would get released from custody, assuming you have no other holds. That's just in this case.
Yeah.
If you're unable to post a bond, then you would remain in custody, be transported to your court date on May 1.
Okay.
Okay? Do you want to go and step over? We'll get you some paperwork on that matter so you can have a seat. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Gonzalez. And then we've got the Kinsasha. Dango will be up next. All right, sir. Your full name and date of birth?
What?
Your full name and your date of birth.
My name is Marco Antonio Gonzalez, born February 11, 1979, 46 years old, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. The charge that was brought in today is 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony. So the public defender has been appointed. You do have a status conference set May 1 with the preliminary hearing May 5th, both at 8:30. Based on a review of your history, in particular your failure to appear history, you do have a bond, which is a $500 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
I'll let you know you have a note in here saying something about a parole hold violation coming. I don't know if that's the case or not. I don't know if you have a parole hold showing up at this time or will here shortly, but I just want to give you a heads up regarding that, since even if you post bond, that would keep you in custody.
That's no problem, man. That's very true.
All right, any questions regarding that?
Just looking forward to getting back to getting the court and getting this taken care of and get on my way back to living.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good day.
Thank you, you too. All right, so we've got Ms. Denga and Alexandra Licardis will be up next. Hi, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Natasha Denga, September 24th, 1999.
All right, thank you. So you've got a probation violation warrant that you're here for at this time. So in that matter, there was a petition to revoke filed. It alleges a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your probation term. So the public defender has been appointed. Revocation arraignment hearing set May 1st at 8:30. That's at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, the bond and the warrant's been affirmed. That's going to be a $700 secured appearance bond. If you do post bond and are released from custody, you're still on supervised probation, so you still have all of the same terms you had before. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours. Do you have any questions for me at this time?
No.
All right, ma'am, if you want to step over, you can go ahead and have a seat. All right, so we do have Ms. Zerkatis and then Luis Dickens up next. Hi, Ms. Zerkatis, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Alexandra Zerkatis, 62287.
All right, you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. The charges here are 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, that's a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, that is a Class 6 felony. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You do have a status conference set on May 9 with the preliminary hearing May 13, both at 8:30. I did review your history. I'm aware that you have some, but it looks like it's all fairly dated at this point. I think it was 2008 and earlier for that history. So because of that, I am going to follow the PSA recommendation here. You are being released on your own recognizance. It is going to be your promise to appear at all future court dates.
Of course.
Do you have any questions regarding that?
Nope.
All right, if you want to go ahead and step over, you can go ahead and pick up that paperwork there. We've got Luis Dickens up next. After that, it is going to be James Edwards. Thanks, sir. Your full name and date of birth?
Louis Dickens, March 28, 1967.
All right, thank you, sir. So you've got 2 separate cases here. These are both going to be warrants issued out of the Goodyear Municipal Court.
Okay.
So in each of these matters, they've set an arraignment hearing for you on May 14 at 1 p.m. That'll take place at the Goodyear Municipal Court. You'll get the address in your paperwork.
Okay.
These are both post-adjudication failure to pay warrants. In other words, you have fines there that weren't taken care of. That's the reason they issued the warrants. Because it is a post-adjudication warrant in each matter, I'm going to be releasing you to appear at that next court date on your own. You are being released on your own recognizance. That is going to be your promise to appear. If you do fail to appear on that May 14th court date, I'd imagine additional warrants are going to be issued in this matter. All right, do you have any questions regarding that?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you want to go ahead and step over, you can go ahead and pick up that paperwork that's over there. All right, so we've got James Edwards, and then LaTanya Jones will be up after that. All right, so your full name and date of birth?
James Edwards, February 11th, 1992.
All right, thank you, sir. So you're here for a warrant issued out of the Highland Justice Court. So in that matter, you have an arraignment hearing set May 15 at 9 a.m. That'll take place at the Highland Justice Court. You'll get the address for the court included in the paperwork you're going to be receiving here. I do show this is the first warrant issued in this matter, since it is the first warrant and it is a traffic warrant or a traffic offense. I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance to give you another shot to appear at that next court date. So I'll just warn you, if you do fail to appear at that May 15 court date, it's very likely another warrant's going to issue at that time. You might not have the same luck next time you come through, okay? Any questions regarding that?
No.
All right, sir, if you want to go ahead and step over, you can go ahead and pick up that paperwork that's over there. All right, so we've got Ms. Jones. All right, Ms. Jones, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
LaTanya Jones, 4/18/1972.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So you are here because you have a fugitive of justice warrant out of the state of California.
Yes.
So in this matter, they were notified. They did both confirm that warrant as well as extradition in your matter. And you got that laminated sheet? Did you have an opportunity to look at that?
Yes.
So basically, that laminated sheet gives you the waiver of extradition language. And
No, I want to go. I don't want to waive it.
Okay. I need to go through the options here, and then if you don't want to waive, if you want to set a hearing here, we'll go ahead and do that. But let me go ahead and go through the two options.
What do you mean set a hearing here? No, I want to go to California.
You want to go back to California?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and go through the information,
Okay.
and then if you let me know then that you do want to still go back to California,
Yes.
we'll go ahead and go through the waiver information, and we'll have you come up here and sign, okay?
Okay.
All right, so what you're saying is you do want to waive extradition and return to the state of California, okay? So when you do that, what would happen is you would remain in the Maricopa County Jail without bond until California comes to pick you up on that warrant.
Okay.
California, in turn, would have 30 days starting tomorrow in order to do that. That 30-day time frame starts tomorrow unless you have any local open cases. I'm not aware of any.
No.
But if you do have any, that has to conclude first, and then the 30-day time frame starts, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's if you want to waive extradition and return to California. You'd have no further hearings here in Maricopa.
Yeah, I don't want to.
So your other option is that you have the right to demand an extradition hearing here in Maricopa County. Now, if you chose to do that, we'd set that hearing for you on May 5th at 1:30. And in that case, I can't appoint an attorney to represent you there because it's a civil case. The extradition proceedings are civil, but you do have the right to retain an attorney. And there are sometimes public defenders there who can provide assistance. Now, in that case, you would be entitled to bond, but the bond in your warrant's pretty significant. You do have a $100,000 secured appearance bond as part of that warrant. Now, the process there is that a governor's warrant has to be signed by the governors of both states. That can take up to 90 days. So that's how long they have in order to execute the warrant, okay? So based on that, do you still want to waive extradition and return to California?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
So I just need to have you answer some questions out loud because I need to confirm that it is a knowing and voluntary waiver on your part, and then we'll have you come up here, okay?
Okay.
All right, so did you read that waiver of extradition paperwork?
Yes,
that
I
laminated
did.
sheet?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you understand that you do not have to sign the waiver here today?
Yes.
You understand that you have the right to an extradition hearing here in Maricopa County?
Yes.
And you have the right to hire an attorney at your own expense for that hearing?
Yes.
And you understand that you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before your return to California?
Yes.
And you understand if you choose not to waive extradition, you would have the right to bail, that $100,000 bond. If you waive extradition, you would be held non-bondable at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to give up those rights in order to sign the waiver paperwork?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything in order to get you to sign it?
No, ma'am.
All right. Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No, ma'am.
All right. I do find that based on those responses, you are knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily signing the waiver. I'll be signing it as well, and I am directing the Sheriff's Office to notify California at this time that you are ready to return. California will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending. If there are local charges pending, the 30-day time frame would not start until the conclusion of that case. Do you have any questions before you come up and sign?
I just want to, do the weekends count? Do those days count? Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so starting tomorrow, the days begin to count.
So it
Yes,
didn't
it's
start
7 days a week.
yesterday.
Yeah.
It didn't start yesterday.
It did not start yesterday, unfortunately. It starts the day after you waive.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and make the changes that I have in here, and if you want to go ahead and come up and to let you know when you need to sign. And one more. All right, it does sound like we do have, and Ms. Jones, if you are done signing, you can go ahead and have a seat, and we'll get you paperwork. Thank you, good luck to you, ma'am. Yeah, they give you just the waiver stuff, but we'll print it out for you. All right, so it sounds like we do have Ms. Booth here now, so she can go ahead and step in the courtroom if we're ready to go. Yes, thank you. All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Amber Rose Booth, October 4th, 1990.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So you are here for probation matters that you have here. So I know you're in custody for something else. I'm not aware of what else you have here, but you do have these 3 probation warrants that we had to see you on. So that's the reason we brought you over here.
Okay.
So in those probation cases, there was a petition to revoke that was filed. It alleges a violation of terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation terms. So the public defender has been appointed. Your revocation arraignment hearing is set May 1st at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
So in this matter, the bond in each of those warrants has been affirmed. Each of those has a $250 secured appearance bond, so it's $750 total for all 3 matters.
Okay.
If you do post bond and are released from custody, since you're on IPS for your level of supervision, you do need to contact probation within 24 hours.
Okay, if I make bond.
And that's if you make bond and get released from custody.
Okay.
Yeah, while you're in custody, you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, because I know that I'm going to be here at least until the 1st.
Okay,
So-
yeah, and that's in your other matter that you have?
Yeah, correct.
All right, then obviously leave this bond in place at least until that hold gets lifted,
Yeah, I figured
okay?
as much.
All right, we'll get you your paperwork for this matter. If you want to go ahead and step over, though, you can go ahead and have a seat. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, before we call our last 2 matters, I'm going to go ahead and put our house calls on record. So our first house call is going to be for Andrew Small. That's going to be date of birth 10/22/1988, and I do show that he is a house call due to being combative. So he's here for a new case out of the West Mesa Justice Court for 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 1 misdemeanor. He's not entitled to court-appointed counsel due to the nature of the charge, and a arraignment hearing's been set May 13 at 8:30 at the West Mesa Justice Court. And based on the nature of the charge, he is being released on his own recognizance. Next matter is going to be for Bless You Harry, date of birth 6/9/89. I show he is a house call today due to being unable to function in the general population. He's here for a new case out of Superior Court as alleging 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of criminal trespass, a Class 2 misdemeanor, 1 count of assault, a Class 3 misdemeanor. Public defender has been appointed. Status conference is set May 9. Preliminary hearing May 13, both at 8:30. That's at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. And in that matter, he is being released to pretrial services supervision with the additional orders not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Next matter is for Natalie Molina, date of birth 1/23/2007, who's here for a new case out of the Surprise Municipal Court. I show she is a house call today due to being combative, so she's here for 1 count of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of assault, Class 3 misdemeanor. An attorney will be appointed to represent her. That'll be addressed at her next court hearing at the Surprise Municipal Court. Arraignment hearing is set April 29 at 1:30, and in that matter, there is a $500 secured appearance bond with additional orders that she is not permitted to return to the scene of the offense, not have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Civil standby language has been included in her paperwork. Nakai Barnes, date of birth 9/3/2002, is a house call based on the information I have due to bizarre behavior. He's here for a warrant that was issued for a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3, 5, and 15. The public defender has been appointed. Revocation arraignment hearing set May 1st at 8:30. In that matter, there is a $250 secured appearance bond. The bond and the warrant has been affirmed. All right, looks like we are clear, ready to go. So we can go ahead and start with Mr. Noriega, Delvin Noriega. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Javon Ray Noriega, 5/20/94.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a grand jury warrant that was issued. That's for an indictment that's been filed that alleges 1 count of failing to register as a sex offender, a Class 4 felony, with the offense date of November 30 of 2023. So the public defender's office has been appointed. We do have an arraignment hearing set on May 2nd at 8:30. That's at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant's been affirmed. This one's a $1,500 cash-only appearance bond. If you do post bond and are released from custody, it'd also be subject to the supervision of pretrial services with electronic monitoring. All right, do you have any questions regarding anything I've just gone through?
When's the court date?
The next court date is May 2nd. Okay? All right, if you want to go ahead and step over, we'll provide that information over there to you as well. We've got Albert Elazar, and I show he is the last one in the courtroom to be seen. Oh, do we have to bring in Mr. Elazar, or do we? Okay.
Sorry, they bring in the.
Oh, no, no problem. We're good.
Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead, please.
All right, sir, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
Albert LSR 32282.
All right, thank you, sir. You are here for a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The charges here today are 10 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. That is a Class 2 felony. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You do have 2 court dates currently set at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. That's a status conference May 1st with a preliminary hearing May 5th, both at 8:30 a.m. And in this matter, based on the nature of the offense that you're here for, you do have a bond in this case that is a $75,000 cash-only appearance bond. Now, if you do post bond and you are released from custody, you are going to be released subject to the supervision of pretrial services with electronic monitoring added as part of those release conditions. That is required by Arizona law. Now, you're also going to be ordered not to have any contact with any complainant, witness, or victim if there is one. I don't believe you have one identified in your case. You are also not to have any contact with any minors. Do you currently have any minors residing in your residence?
I do, but I never make contact with any minors, ever.
Do you have minors residing in your residence? At your home?
No, no.
Okay,
no.
all right, then I'll leave that as is right now. So those are your terms that will be provided in your paperwork as well, but do you have any questions regarding it?
So once I post the bond, $75,000, right?
You do have a $75,000 bond, and then
I'll-
once you post that, you'll meet with pretrial services because you do have to have electronic monitoring added prior to your release.
Okay.
And then you'd be released from custody with the court dates coming up.
Okay, so I'll be released with the bond, right?
You would be released on bond.
On bond, okay.
Correct.
$75,000?
A $75,000 bond.
Okay.
Okay? All right, if you want to go ahead and step over there, you can go ahead and pick up that paperwork that you have there. Thank you.
Is this the release paperwork?
That is the release paperwork. It has your court dates as well as your release conditions.
Thank you so much. Ma'am, I'll be right back right away. Let me put in.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, take your time. All right, I will go ahead and turn off the recorder since we are done.